Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in this, we'll talk about IRCC announces new eligibility criteria for post-graduation work permits, and Canada may not see any new study permit applications until March 31, 2024. In a pivotal announcement, the Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has recently unveiled significant changes to the eligibility criteria for post-graduation work permits, pgwps. These alterations mark a crucial development in Canada's immigration landscape, shaping the future trajectories of international students seeking employment opportunities post-graduation. Join us as we delve into the details of these noteworthy updates and their potential impact on the Canadian immigration system. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. On January 22, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, announced it is implementing changes to stabilize growth and decrease the number of international study permits for international students in 2024. To better align the post-graduation work permit, pgwp, with these changes, IRCC announced updates to the program's eligibility criteria. In particular, starting in September 2024, international students who begin a study program that is part of a curriculum licensing agreement will no longer be eligible for a pgwp after graduating. Under curriculum licensing agreements, students attend a private college that has been licensed to deliver the curriculum associated with a public college. Put differently, if a public college has established licensing agreements with a private college, and a student is enrolled in the private college, they will not be eligible for a pgwp. IRCC has explained that these programs have less oversight than public colleges, and this can act as a loophole with regards to pgwp eligibility. It has become increasingly common for institutions to accept more students than they have the capacity to host. This sometimes results in these institutions having to revoke students' letters of acceptance, LOAs. This phenomenon has been exacerbated by Canada welcoming record-high numbers of international students. To illustrate, in October 2023, 500 students had their admission offers revoked by Northern College in Ontario. The college said they had to rescind offers because of a lack of housing and jobs available for international students. By implementing this change, IRCC intends to mitigate these situations and maintain a more controlled and sustainable environment for international students in Canada. Longer work permit for shorter graduate-level programs. IRCC also announced that graduates of master's and other short graduate-level programs will soon be eligible to apply for a 3-year work permit. Under current criteria, a pgwp length is based on the length of an individual's study program. Since master's programs are usually shorter than undergraduate programs, the current criteria have limited the amount of time master's students or shorter-term graduate students can work in Canada. This change will allow master's students to be eligible for a longer work permit, which will provide them with an extended opportunity to gain valuable Canadian work experience. This often makes it easier for them to become permanent residents. How does the pgwp work? A pgwp is an open work permit, which allows international graduates to work for any Canadian employer without needing a job offer. The pgwp is valid for up to 3 years, however the actual length of each person's pgwp generally depends on the length of their study program in Canada. For example, if the completed program was between 8 months and less than 2 years, then the pgwp will be valid for the same length. For example, a 10-month program will result in a 10-month pgwp. The major benefit of the pgwp is that it allows international graduates to gain professional work experience in Canada. Such work experience is helpful when pgwp holders go on to apply for permanent resident status. To be eligible for a pgwp, international students must have 1. Completed studies in an academic, vocational or professional training program that is at least 8 months long at an eligible designated learning institution, DLI. 2. Study program must have led to a degree, diploma or certificate. 3. Held full-time student status in Canada during every academic session of the program of study and included as part of their post-graduation work permit application. 4. Obtained a transcript and an official letter from the DLI confirming the applicant has met all requirements to complete their program of study. The student must also have graduated from 1. A public post-secondary institution, such as a college, a trade or technical school, a university, or a cégep, in Quebec. 2. A private post-secondary school, in Quebec, that operates under the same rules as public schools in Quebec. 3. A private secondary or post-secondary school, in Quebec, that offers qualifying programs of 900 hours or longer and results in the issuance of a Diplôme d'études professionnelles, DEP, or an Attestation de spécialisation professionnelle, ASP, or 4. Canadian private school that can award degrees under provincial law, for example, associate, bachelor's, master's or doctorate degree, but only if the student was enrolled in a study program that leads to a degree as authorized by the province. According to the latest data from November 2023 provided IRCC, 62,410 international student graduates successfully obtained permanent residency in Canada. This marked a notable rise of 9,670 individuals compared to the 52,740 international graduates who transitioned to permanent residency in 2022. Canada may not see any new study permit applications until March 31, 2024. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, announced reforms this week aimed at stabilizing growth and decreasing the number of new international student permits issued in 2024. IRCC is relying on provinces to help implement a cap of approximately 360,000 new study permits in 2024. Unless provinces act quickly, there are likely to be no new study permit applications until at least March 31, 2024. Note that you may still be able to submit cap-exempt study permits. Before IRCC's recent announcement, international students were only required to obtain a Letter of Acceptance, LOA, from a designated learning institution, DLI, before applying for their study permit. As of January 22, 2024, IRCC says that every study permit application submitted to IRCC will also require an attestation letter from a province or territory. Note: attestation letters must be submitted to IRCC alongside, not in place of, an LOA from the Canadian DLI an international student hopes to attend. IRCC hopes that attestation letters will serve as additional proof of a study permit application's legitimacy, further protecting the integrity of Canada's international student system. Provincial and territorial governments are being given until March 31, 2024 to establish a process for issuing attestation letters to students. While provinces and territories across Canada may implement such processes at any time, there is no guarantee that such systems will be in place until the deadline indicated by IRCC, or beyond. This could mean that no new study permit applications are submitted to IRCC until after March 31, 2024. Applying for a study permit. Once an international student obtains both an LOA and an attestation letter, from the school and their province or territory of study respectively, they may proceed to apply for a study permit in Canada. The following resources can help prospective international students understand the study permit process in Canada. 1. How to study in Canada. 2. How to get a Canadian study permit. 3. Study permit refusals. 4. Renewing or changing a study permit. 5. Working while studying. 6. Other changes Canada is making to its international student program. In addition to the introduction of attestation letters, IRCC's recent press release details several other measures being taken to change Canada's international student program and its related policies. For instance, IRCC announced a 2-year cap on the number of new study permits that will be accepted across the country. As part of this change, IRCC notes that individual provincial and territorial caps have been established, weighted by population, a move the department says will result in significant international student population decreases in provinces that have seen the most unsustainable growth. IRCC clarifies that study permit renewal applicants, as well as current study permit holders and international students pursuing master's and doctoral degrees or elementary and secondary education are not included in the cap. Moreover, Canada is set to make changes to the eligibility criteria for its sought-after postgraduate work permit (pgwp) program, including 1. As of September 1, 2024, international students who begin a study program that is part of a curriculum licensing arrangement will no longer be eligible for a pgwp upon graduation. 2. Graduates of master's and other short graduate level programs will soon be eligible to apply for a 3-year work permit. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next episode. Till then, take care.